No, that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Shuck. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Nix. Got a man, it's London. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Two to go on 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And look at the Saints' defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top?
Drake London, 33 yards. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 and their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Olave holds it in. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now they'll change things up. Here's Shuck. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shuck now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and goal at the 9.
To the air once more. Shuck. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14 to 7.
Saints 14. Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. To throw is Shuck. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On play action, Shuck. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing, Shuck. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Nix. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now, well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The tackle made at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Robinson on the option.
And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Taken down here by the Saints.
Jalen Carter,
his 2nd sack of the night. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They're going. It's Nix. That is caught.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Nix to the air.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down. The Saints 16.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Robinson up the middle.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Saints 28, Falcons 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Caught by London.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
Looking deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Atlanta.
On play action, here's Nix. He returns it right back to Samuel.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now Shuck. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Xavier Watts on the coverage.
Here's Shuck. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To throw now, Shuck. He completes it to Olave. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the air again. Here's Shuck. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run again here with Robinson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run the draw here with Robinson. Shoves him aside. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
The Falcons.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down, Shuck from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 26
From
yards.
Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. To throw is Shuck. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 32 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw is Nix.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Shuck now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To the air again is Shuck.
Flush to his right. Touchdown! A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
Saints 52. Falcons 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
137 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Nix to the air.
Eluding the pressure right.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now it's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Throwing Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And now an audible here into something else. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. He'll dump this off to Achane. Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing, Shuck.
2nd and 6.
Flushed out right.
24-yard line.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Juwan Johnson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, Nix.
Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Makes the score Saints.
Folk connects on the extra point.
Falcons,
And the lead is down to 24.
Nick Folk to kick off.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. Brown with his stick skills.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
66. Falcons 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out. They're going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
3rd and 3. Robinson with another carry.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
4-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Down, Falcons.
Here's Nix.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A gain of 13 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Saints 66, Falcons 42. Nick Folk to kick off.
Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2.
Here's Shuck. That is caught by Johnson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Shuck.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Smith now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Saints 73, Falcons 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Down the left sideline. He may go.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Falcons 50.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
To throw, here's Nix. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Completed the one.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 35. That's good for a Saints.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,